started.
Alright. Well, we come back to our adventurers. The adventurers, the team, the great Yayes. In the previous encounter with these adventurers, they were able to slay Venom Fang, the young green dragon who ruled over the mountainous path. And here, at death's door, they slayed the dragon with an arrow from the dragon hunting elf Arisu, claiming the final blow. Finding themselves with some treasure and an open field, we come back to our adventurers. Alright, so from previous thing here, everybody looted. I didn't know if you guys were gonna try and take the long rest here. I believe people did.
Yeah, I think we did.
And who did we have on watch? I think it was Arisu and
Taking a long rest.
That's it. It was Arusu and the dragon.
and the dragon and Krieg Ragestorm, right?
Correcto.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, okay. I'm gonna have to clear this. Oh, I guess I can leave all these dead bodies here. You guys are kind of in this place during the evening time. Alright, can I actually have Krieg and Arisu? Also, you need to change your name so I don't keep on calling you Dopasu. Can I have you guys roll a perception check here for me for the first 2 hours here?
Perception. Built different.
Ooh.
Damn it.
Okay. Where are you guys kind of stationed on this map? When you guys think about kind of resting, setting up
Down here.
You're kind of by that shrine that kind of gave you that that energy vibe.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So I have you two down here. Where's the rest of you guys here?
Sleeping by the room.
You guys are sleeping right by the dragon's body. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I'm chilling with the dragon.
I'm sleeping inside the dragon's mouth.
Inside the
Damn.
dragon's mouth. So I'm gonna move you there. Okay. So you guys are all kind of just huddled around the dragon, and they got the other two kind of just watching on that third kind of shrine here. Okay. You got 1710. Okay. Both Arisu and Krieg Ragestorm, you guys are kind of sitting here. And kind of northward here from you guys. You guys begin to hear some kind of some little clip clops. They almost sound familiar because you guys were here earlier with the goats. You guys could hear the clops of some goat feet in the northern distance. Clunk, 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 clunk. The two of you don't know how many kind of footprints or sets are kind of out here with your guys' roll, but you do know kind of northward here. There seems you guys aren't here alone.
Not alone. Wait, are these effects still on me?
Which effect? Oh no, no. Oh, what are these? Let me zoom in on these. Oh no, yeah, these guys are knocked out, so you're pretty much good. Yep.
Not alone.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Irisu and I ask him, "Do you hear that? The strange noise of Venom Fang's home?"
Do enlighten me.
Enlighten you? Why, I guess you're not a true elf. Had a real elf would have heard. May I say, a high elf?
Now that you say that, I do hear something oddly suspicious.
Hmm.
Yeah, and as you guys are kind of chit-chatting here, uh, Craig actually does recall this person because they did run into him. This half man, half goat kind of. I don't have a little token for him, but he kind of approaches, kind of around the corner bend, and he sees the two of you guys here. Um, you know, he kind of sneaks up on you guys here, despite uh, your high perception here, Harusu.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, ah. He goes, ah. I see. You guys have slayed the dragon.
Yes, many
Uh,
today.
George?
Ah, I see you remember me, you lovely dragon. And he kind of eyes you up and down, kind of like admiring your muscles. He goes, of course, a dragonborn would be the one to slay the dragon who has taken a hold here.
Of course. Venom Fang was no match for the Thunder Thighs.
Ah, and I see your dragon hunter companion here. What was your name again, good sir?
Arisu.
And then with that, you forget your name.
What?
Yeah,
He goes, mm, an elf in the lots with the rest of these fools. You
And
know.
then,
Oh, yeah.
but
Go ahead.
George, as I've killed this dragon, I do require by name.
Actually, roll a intimidation here for me.
Ooh. Oh shit, it's windy.
So windy, Jesus.
Where's the
So
oh, here we
windy.
go.
What is it? Is someone a 9?
Is it hit?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
George kind of like he kind of pulls back and he goes, wait. Perhaps something of more value can be in exchange here,
Of
young dragon.
value. Of value, you say? And what might this value be more than the one and only Krieg? I mean, sorry. Than my name.
He goes, you see that chest you have with you? And he kind of
This one.
Yep, he kind of points and he notices the dragon marked chests with the 3 locks. He goes, as a sign of good faith and for your name, and of course, slaying this dragon here, I request you leave this place, and I can open 2 of those locks.
So, if I were to leave this place, 2 locks and my name back, correct?
Of course, for good faith, for clearing this place for me and my fellow uh, goat companions.
George. Let's not get confused. Let's not get it twisted, George. Out of good faith, the last time you told me of good faith, I couldn't remember my name. What makes you think I can trust you now?
Well, as you know, us satyrs do love ourselves a little fancy joke. Perhaps a joke, then, for your name?
What's my name?
I need to know my name, and my companions need their names back as well, George.
Hmm. Very well. Uh, and then he asks you to reach out your hand.
Oh shit!
No more games. Zeta.
I reach out my hand.
Okay. see here. Yeah, as you reach out your hand, he touches yours, and you believe your name to be Rage Storm. He doesn't give you your full name. You're just Rage Storm.
Hmm. A foggy memory. I think a name of Rage Storm.
Ah, yes, and your companion here, of course. And he reaches out to Arasu. Arasu, do you reach out your hand here?
I do.
He now calls you Topasu.
What? If
You're
it
now
is the
known
will.
You're now known as Dopasu.
Damn.
And the two of you don't know any difference. So Craig is just Rage Storm, and Arasu is Dopasu.
I talked to George. I believe Rage Storm may have been a part of the name, but I also do require the other half and my 2 locks. And I promise you we shall leave in peace, as in good faith.
Roll an intelligence check here for me.
Intelligence. Oh shit.
You stupid.
Nat
Nat one.
Let's
Nat one, baby. Nat one.
Hey!
Oh shit, 18 is high. So good.
Let's see what I did here. Yeah. He goes, but good sir, Rage Storm is your name. Why, in good faith, would I lie to you? And he kind of like trots around, kind of like doing a little dance. So as far as you know, you are just Rage Storm.
Damn. Alright, and I pull out pull out the chest, but I'm holding it.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, hi, George. To finally complete the deal, may I please have my 2 locks opened on my beautiful dragon chest?
Yeah, the goat kind of the satyr kind of reaches into his in his fur, and he kind of pulls out like this little stick, and he begins to mumble some words.
Oh, is he like
Uh,
picklocking it, or is he just
uh
casting it, or?
yeah, he's kind of he's like casting some magic
Oh,
on
okay.
this. You don't you don't know what kind of words he's saying. You don't know this language. Right, because you only speak Draconic and Common.
I do.
Yeah, this guy kind of says some words, and then um, he kind of puts the stick into one of the locks, and the lock kind of just goes kunk, it just falls off,
Wait, two or one?
with one. The second one he kind of pulls out this rock, and he begins to kind of rub it in his hand, and it begins to shift and turn, and he sticks. It kind of looks like a little key, and he puts it into the one on the left, and he kind of shimmies it, and it becomes unlocked.
All right.
And then the third one right in the middle, you can see that this is the one that has the dragon dormant here, and he goes, "There you go, Rage Storm. You and your companions can enjoy the evening with no disturbance."
Wait. So as he's picking the second one, right?
Mhm.
I go into rage, and I grapple this dude.
Oh, you're gonna use a rage. Okay. I'm gonna have you roll. Let's see here.
God dang it!
You're gonna grapple him.
That's right. So
Yeah.
the second lock is already open, but as he's pulling back, I attempt to grapple.
roll an athletics here for me. Yeah, sure.
Let's go! Oh!
Yeah. You hold on to George, and George kind of begins to pull back, and he almost slips out of your grapple, but you hold him down. Yeah.
Ooh. And I tell Dopasu, wake everybody up, Dopasu.
That is my name. Get up! Get up!
Come
Get up!
on, get him!
Come on! And then I look at that dirty green elf and I start peeing on him to wake him up.
Hey, yo, I'm already up. You can't be saying that shit.
You mean the orc?
I mean the orc. Sorry.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You trying to pee on this Mr.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
I
I
meant
gave you a fucking dragon scale, you piece of shit.
hey, I totally forgot. I lost my mind.
All right. Who's waking up to come get this guy?
I'll wake up. Let's come this way. Sure.
Wake him up.
All right, we have BB, Brianna, and Vagine. Did they do anything?
Wait, how
I
many
mean-
hours are we into this then?
It's only been
This is the first 2 hours.
First
first 2
hour.
hours. Yeah.
I elect to not wake up.
I like not to wake up either.
Damn, you guys are weak as
I
fuck.
wake up. I get up. I get up.
Don't need me. 8 hours.
All right, it's us three.
Hours.
It's us three and George. And then
And I go be like, "What, George? What are you doing here, George?" I run over and I come greet them. George, what's going on?
Yeah, George kind of is struggling. He goes, "What is the meaning of this rage storm? What is the meaning of this?" And he's kind of like trying to push himself out from your arms.
oh, George, you see, I know Raidstorm is only
I'd be like,
of my clan
I-
name.
look
You
at
actually
him and
don't.
be
Your
like,
intelligence rolled you. You rolled high enough, but not enough to actually know that.
All right.
scratch that.
As far as you know, you're Rage Storm.
All right. Oh,
Rage
George, I do require the third lock open.
Well, there's the problem, Reg Storm. I can't open the third lock. It is of Dragon Elder Locksmith. I can't open this.
But are you not the magical Satyr? The
He goes,
one.
Yes, I am George of the lovely mountain here, but I am but a mere satyr.
Then perhaps maybe you could point me in the right direction to get this open.
Well, you see this place where you stand right here, where you reside. This used to be of great magical potence. I'm sure you, as a dragonborn, have felt it here, have you not?
Quite so, George. I have felt this presence. But is Raidstorm really is the only thing left of my name?
Rage Storm is who you are, good sir.
Does George have any extra loot on him?
You're trying to, like, fill him up and see if he's, like, like, are you trying to look into whatever pockets he may or may not have?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Roll a investigation check here for me. $19.
Yeah.
Great, let me see. Why? What's he doing?
Yeah, you find one of his pockets.
Hey, Green Mike,
Uh,
hurry up!
but that is not
Oh,
what you
right.
think it is.
Like what?
George kind of goes, "Oh,
Ooh.
good sir, quite handsy, I see."
So, he's being a
Hmm. Well, George, I guess I'll be leaving this place in good faith. Have I not any more problems with you of your own?
Goes, no, I mean, you've slayed the dragon who was causing disturbance here in my very own home, and I thank you for slaying this dragon.
And then one last thing. Ah,
Thank
George,
us for slaying
George,
this dragon.
before I leave, may I tell you who have hit your sheep for anything else that may belong to me? The one who has caused disturbance upon one of your own?
What do you mean,
George,
Ragestorm?
George, don't be
What
so
do you mean,
silly.
Ragestorm?
The dragon was not the only threat to one of you and your beloved sheep. Tell you, may I say, another threat still remains.
And who might that be, young
Uh,
Dragonborn?
George,
He kind of like begins to try to shimmy out of the grapple hold here.
George, don't be silly. It isn't me, George. Come on. I am one. I am one with the totem spirits. But a valid piece of information for another.
I don't know what you're trying to get at, but perhaps a musical cue may suffice. As he kind of reaches into his pockets and he pulls out like a little like flute like kind of like bamboo instrument.
Can I try to grab it away from him?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. Do a sleight of hand check here for me.
That's not gonna be really good.
Oh, whoa, normal, bro. And I was with disadvantage. That's crazy. Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. You kind of like swipe at it, and like as you swipe, he's like he doesn't even see your hand, and he just begins to play.
George, well, lovely song for me on my way out, and thus another piece of valuable information for yourself.
I go, George, say my name, tell me who I am now. I don't forgot what my name.
We got another
Yeah,
bard.
he kind of looks at the elf, and he goes, "I mean, Ragestorm knows your name."
And then
I look at Ragestorm and I'd be like, what does he mean? What does he mean? Craig Ragestorm.
high elf.
And as I say Craig, it seems like I'm not saying anything in his ears, but he sees me mouth another word and says Ragestorm.
What is this? What is this madness? George! And I hold him even tighter now.
Roll a persuasion check here for me. Yeah, as you try to tighten him, his music kind of flows into your ears.
Oh no!
And you begin to kind of loosen your hand, and you kind of see the high elf, and you kind of look at him, and you begin to kind of like wander towards him, and both Dopasu is there as well. Can I have you actually roll a persuasion check here, Kong?
Bet. Persuasion. Boom! Damn it.
Yeah, you kind of like look at Ragestorm, and you begin to clap your hands with the song, and the elf begins to look at you, and he begins to kind of like go towards Ragestorm, and before you know it, the three of you guys are like Dopasu's kind of clapping his hand. The elf is dancing with the dragonborn, and
Yeah.
and the trader is playing his flute, going doo 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 doo. And before you know it, 2 hours have passed, and the
Wait,
satyr is
wait,
no longer. Oh,
wait.
yeah.
Is this the effects of any? What would you say this being as? Is it like
Uh,
me being charmed?
this would be actually roll an Arcana check here if you're kind of wondering.
Because I have advantage in saving throws on being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Yeah, but this is I'm gonna need you to roll Arcana here for me either way.
Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be garbage. I'm low on Arcana.
Oh, okay. This is magic, but this is magic that is not from this realm.
Oh, so it's like
Nani?
ancient magic. All right, that's cool.
You just know that this is not magic that you have read or know
This is
about
old magic.
from your
It
studies.
is old magic.
Mhm. I mean,
Ancient.
as far as you know, this is just the magic of performance.
All right, sounds good.
The real Dopasu would have known.
Yeah, and like with that, you guys kind of like are in this trance, and what seemed like seconds has actually been hours. And when you guys kind of like come back to being, you see both kind of Krieg, uh, Dopasu, and the High Elf. You guys are kind of just sitting around this little building here, kind of dancing. And when you guys kind of come out of it, you guys are, you guys don't know why you guys are in mid like embrace with each other, and the other one holding hands and kind of spinning in a circle around this little section.
I pull
Dog.
away quickly. I pull this away quickly, and as I let's never speak of this.
True high elf, we must never speak of this.
And I look at Craig Richmond, and I do ask him, what was it that the satyr had problems with? Maybe we could be of assistance.
Promises, promises. In good faith, good faith. Nothing but lies. And then I'm super tired from their dancing. I just give my 6 hours.
Oh, you're gonna go to bed. All right. Does anybody want to stay up for the next 2 hours here?
Wait, has it been 4 hours already?
It's only been 2 hours. Yep. So
Oh.
like the first period of watch has gone.
Oh, time to change my profile name.
I'll stay up for 2 hours.
Okay. Just you? Does Dopasu stay up with you?
I will still be up because I need 2 more hours, and that's it.
Yeah, I need 2 more hours, and I'm good too.
Okay. Let me see what I have here.
Useless.
Yeah, the two of you guys are here. And the next 2 hours, they go pretty calm here. Let me just double check. Yeah, you guys kind of just stay up. You guys can kind of see into the sky. You guys have an amazing view. Kind of like you guys are like at the top of the mountain in like this crater to what almost seem to like be like almost like a spot where the eruption used to come. Like you guys are kind of like in the center of this mountainous um like volcano hole, and above you is just a beautiful night sky with stars, and you guys can kind of point and see some of the major constellations. And with that, these 2 hours more or less go quite calm, much like the satyr had promised earlier. Do either of you still want to stay up for the next 2 hours?
I go to sleep.
Okay.
Let's go to sleep, high elf.
Yeah, but no one's gonna be up.
All right. I wake up again.
You guys stay up? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take.
So you got 2 hours of sleep.
Yep. I'm gonna go back to my normal HP, 22, I think. 21.
Well, a short rest. A short rest is like, yeah, you kind of took like a short rest. You don't get your rage slots restored though.
Yep. I think I'm at 1. Yeah. All right. It's fine.
So
I
the
just-
2 of you guys stay up here.
Yeah,
I mean, I
okay.
stay up.
I'll stay up
Okay.
a bit.
Let's see here. Is this what I want? Hold on. What is this? Hold on. Wait, what happened to this?
Hold on, if you feel like letting go.
Alright, as Craig Rage Storm, it seems like something has pulled you back. As you approach this enclosure, something begins to call to you.
Oh, nice.
What is it?
In this case, it almost seems like you're in a dreamlike state. And as you walk towards the High Elf, you see another dragonborn, almost like a spectral outline begins to form.
Who are you?
Ah, another dragon.
Ooh.
I see this with all Nishua.
Who are you?
I am known as Dovahkiin.
Dovahkiin.
Copyright.
Plagiarism.
Dovahkiin. My name is Rage Storm.
Do you know where you stand, young dragon?
I do. I cannot comprehend the energy. What is this place that I stand, Dovahkiin?
This was once a volcanic cavern where a dragon once lived. The voiceless Fable, the Fey Realm Dragon.
Impossible. There's no possible way. He was here.
One among you has his heart what may lie ahead.
Dovahkiin, what does this mean?
I was once a great barbarian soldier like you, and even I could not withstand Fable.
Impossible. Dovahkiin, what do I need to do to defeat Vapor?
You will have to seek strong companions who can help you shatter Vapor's plans.
Dovahkiin, who among us has Vapor's heart?
A companion by the name of Sangul has been sent on a mission, and he is on a mission to find Vapor's love, Shantur. Be wary, for Sangul is on a holy mission, led by Vapor's lover.
Oh, that sneaky Sangul. Oh, that sneaky Sangul.
And then with that, another ghost-like figure kind of moves in from the northern portion of you guys here. It is a one-eyed dwarf. And he walks towards you guys. He goes, Dovahkiin, do not burden these travelers with your woes. Destiny has its eyes on greater plans. And then kind of to the left of you, Harkin Sayo, a half-elf rogue, kind of creeps from the trees.
Oh, snap.
And you hear him say, if they follow your plans, they will befall the same destiny that we have. Vapor does not tread lightly when it comes to Shantur. And lastly, among them, a tiefling warlock kind of emerges from the shadows. And Kindle Graves. He may be of Dragonborn, but Vapor is too strong for them in their current state.
Oh, snap. Yo, hit unlock DLC.
You will have to seek the 3 dragon gems in order to find your chance to slay Vapor. And then with that, the 4 of them kind of begin to dissipate. And it seems like whatever energy that was here is slowly kind of fading out. And as each one kind of disappears, Dovahkiin looks at you and he goes, Rage Storm of the Thunder Clan, be wary of your friend Sangul. For when he returns, he may not be the companion you once sought. His path for righteousness is led by a much darker force. For Shantur is controlled.
Holy. And then, with that being said, I get down on one knee and I put my hand across my chest. Thank you, Dovahkiin, for telling me of this information.
And with that, Dovahkiin kind of disappears. And as the two of you guys kind of just stand there in awe of kind of like these spectral things appearing, you begin to hear almost like a whisper behind your ear. Rage Storm.
Who goes there?
Don't worry. The lot of you shall soon find out. For a soul. For a soul.
Ooh.
And with that, what seemed like this calm evening has been visited by much greater evil.
Holy. Silverleaf.
You don't remember his name.
Oh, right. High Elf.
What is it? Blank Rage Storm.
Did you not see the mighty presence of Guy 4?
I saw everything. Or did I not see it? I don't know. Did I see it?
Actually roll a history check here for me.
Nope, I do not see it.
Yeah,
What you talking about? Blank
yeah,
Rage Storm.
these four figures, you've seen them somewhere. You just can't recall from where. They have. They look like they have like familiar faces, like almost like if you had like cross like an old friend, you'd be like, I think is that Jim from biology? Like that, kind of like that. It's like I've seen these four from somewhere. They like
Huh.
it almost seems like from legends or tales or fairy tales. You've seen
Yeah.
these four before. You
Hmm.
just don't know where.
I look at Blank Rage Storm and be like, these look familiar. Maybe it might have been one of the books I've read about long ancient history in one of my classes.
The legendary 4 have appeared and have spoken.
Yes,
Song
Blank
Bull
Rage Storm.
Phoenix is a traitor.
I look at Craig. I don't think he's a traitor. Just misguided.
High Elf, we do not speak of Songul no more.
I look at him. We give people second chances. Just look at
Second chances.
Just,
Hey, did
just
you not
look
see
at
what George
just
did?
look at that wood elf. I too have given him a second chance, despite his appearance.
Despite his appearance, that is your mortal enemy.
No, not mortal, just below.
A present, A high elf affiliating himself with a peasant?
Yes, these days, desperate times calls for desperate needs. And on this journey, we must find what these 4 legendary people have told us to seek for. A dragon heart that Songo has. We must team up with unlikely people, unfortunately.
High elf, you speak of the truth.
Hmm.
But Zongul Phoenix shall not be no more.
But he is just a human.
A
He's not
human.
he's not like the great warriors of the Dragonborn clan. How can he be such a threat to us?
He leads Volpor's plans. He is a threat to us all. Volpor has deceived Songul. And Songul Phoenix may bring a heavy burden to this world.
Hey, yeah. Can
Yeah, what's up?
I recollect the picture of what Sungul's kids have? Can I recall
What do
how
you,
they look?
what do you mean?
No, I'm just asking. Can I recall how the photo looks like?
Did he have a photo with him?
Yeah, picture of his kid and wife he was showed us during the first few times.
Did he? Hold on, let me see this. I don't have any note of that.
I thought you showed us a picture. Or a locket.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you roll? Let me see.
Not history. I can't remember shit.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Sure. If he did have a locket, well, let's say he did. Let's say you did. Yeah, you can recall it.
Then I cast minor illusion to create the locket and be like, create blank rage storm. Maybe this might jog his memory of his family, bring him back to his senses.
Children of Songul Phoenix. They are no more. Because of Volpor, High Elf, do you not understand?
Then we must do what we have to do and take out Sangul.
Songul Phoenix will burn the world as Volpor will. We must end Songul Phoenix for the greater good.
I look at him for the greater good.
And I throw the amulet to the side.
It disappears. You can't touch it. You can't touch it. It's an illusion.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. With that, like you two are kind of like planning this plan should Songul appear.
And then I'm gonna keep talking to Silverleaf here for a bit.
I bet.
High Elf,
What
if I do
is-
not recall, you have heard the voice of a soul for a soul. You too have met Volpor.
I look at Craig and I look down, be like, yes, he was there. Unfortunate.
And if I do recall, that gnome, Rianu Keys, holds the key.
Yes. As I was in there, I forget that I told you. Vos. It translates in the drow. In the ancient books I've read, the blood dragon.
Very well. And then I sneak over to Rianu Keys to take his orb.
Yeah. I mean, you can definitely try.
Alright. What am I rolling? Sleight of hand?
Let me see. I'm gonna have you roll stealth first.
Oh, that's 20, baby!
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't even know I'm there.
Yeah. You sneak up to Rianu unperturbed. But I'm gonna need you to roll investigation here for me. Yeah, you kind of search him up, but you don't know where he put his orb.
Rianu Keys. Is he a part of Songor Phoenix's plan? I will have to keep an eye on this small one.
I just look at him and be like, we've been traveling for a long time. Blank. Rage Storm.
I
Yet,
do not be deceived. He carries the end of the world in his palms. He is a threat. But we will need to play it off.
and I look at Craig and I go, you're right, Craig. But I must remind you that BB is also the one that wields that sword.
Huh, little does he know, that sword was made from the weakest of dragons.
If you insist, Craig Rage Storm.
Tell me, Iof, why do you think he keeps on missing?
He may be weak, but he survived. He survived. Why do you think the black spider is looking for him? He survives.
Survived. I saved him. A strong dragon did that.
That may be the case, but that human wielding that blood sword made from the orb is also very dangerous.
Iof, you speak of the truth.
Yes.
I
We
suppose
must be wary of BB.
it is you and I that we must remain our trust, Iof. These companions are too sneaky. I think they have hidden motives. A dragon hunter. A gnome who holds Volpor's heart. And a human who wields the weapon of the dragons. It is all too convenient. But this orc, he is greedy. We also must keep an eye on him, only for that part.
Will do. We must be wary.
We must keep this a secret. In good faith, shall we shake hands?
And then I cast Goodberry. I cast Goodberry, and I have 10 berries, and I'd be like, better yet. And I squeeze the 10 berries all together in 2 cups, and I give it to Craig, 1 cup for Craig Ragestorm. And the other I have 2 cheers. And we clink
Cheers,
glasses.
high off.
Clink.
Stupid.
Very well, high off. Let this be our little secret.
Indeed.
And the 6th hour has passed.
All right. Yeah, and with that, the two of you guys have created a pact bound by good berries.
Yes. Goodberry wine. Goodberry wine.
I mean, wine needs to ferment, but yes.
Yeah.
Juice.
Juice. Berry juice.
Yeah, and then with that, there's 2 hours left to what do the two of you guys choose to do here.
I'm down to just let it
I
pass.
should be close. I should be good.
Yeah, I'm still pretty
think
fucked up.
I'll stay up.
I think
I should be okay.
yeah, I think if you stay up, you aren't fully rested.
Oh
'cause
really?
You've only
So I
had
need
2, and
Oh,
then
okay.
Craig's only slept for 2.
Yeah, I'm about to sleep this last one here. Get
So
4.
is Dopasu then? He's got the 4 then, right?
He does have the 4 currently. yeah.
I'll just go and I'll try to see if I can wake Dopasu up. I can go sleep for the last 2.
That's right. And then I'm gonna make the team wait for me to sleep for full 8 hours. I'm gonna sleep over here in the blue thing, the blue dragon thing, or where I felt the presence.
So no one's staying up for this last 2?
Yeah.
Actually, fuck it. I'll stay up for the last 2.
You're gonna stay up for the last 2.
Yeah.
You're too perturbed by the evening.
Yes, I am. I'm very disturbed.
Okay, let's see what I roll here.
400 attack.
The last 2 hours here are pretty mundane. The sky is cleared up. The sun begins to kind of peek around, above, like the the almost kind of cresting over the tip of the mountain crater here, and light begins to kind of shine in this hole. And much like promised by George earlier, the night has been more or less undisturbed by outer influences. And the last 2 hours here go more or less fine. Yep. That being said, the party, those who have slept the entire 8 kind of begin to awaken, uh, still by the dragon's body. But let me see here. But much of the area seems to be a little more lighted because it's day now.
Nice.
You're able to see objects that you weren't able to see prior to. You see that the field is covered much more with piles of bones and kind of scattered among the ruins and in the hillside. But those who slept for the full rest are refreshed. Their spells are refreshed. They're back to full health. Spell slots, fighter points, etc., are all restored. Dopasu is recovered to its full because of his elf thing. The high elf is as well, and it seems among the 6 of you, Krieg is the only one who remains to be in almost a tattered state of being. Do any of you guys want to do anything here in this area, or do you guys want to kind of just? Yeah, I mean, I guess what do you guys want to do from here?
Let us make haste to Rivendell.
I say let's march. Let's move back to Phandalin and
Hell
spread
no.
the news.
Hell no. Mayor has to
Well-
come here.
Why don't you four lead the way? I will follow closely behind. As you can see, I am a bit tattered up from the fight. You four shall lead the way.
Ooh.
Wait, the music is. I don't. Is there music going on?
No, there's not music right now.
Okay.
I suppose our job here is done. We should probably head back to Phandalin.
That's right.
I say Phandalin.
Okay. So, how do you guys want to kind of lead here?
We will go with our. What do you mean lead?
Like
Whoa, whoa,
marching
whoa.
order.
Marching
Oh,
orders.
yeah, we'll go with our standard marching order.
Whoa. Slow down, alright?
All right, fine. I'll go first.
All
Yeah.
right. The
Perfect.
first sacrifice decided to be BB.
I'll be in the back.
All right, so we got BB, Silver. I
Yeah.
volunteer you a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I doing?
I will be third.
We're just doing a marching order.
I'll be fourth.
Oh, never mind.
Whatever
Interesting.
works.
For whatever reason, some of my music does not want to work.
Wait. Before we leave,
Mhm.
how heavy would you say this dragon is?
How what?
How heavy would you say this dragon is?
Like the entire dragon?
Yeah.
Too heavy, bro.
I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to like take the entire body?
I'm about to stuff him into this bag of holding.
Yes.
That's fair. You have that. Let's see here.
The limit is 500 pounds.
Oh, actually, yeah. If you can stuff this dragon into the bag of holding, a young dragon's about 350 pounds.
Done. I'm taking.
Oh,
What?
Wait.
So all the
Wait,
evidence was
wait.
for nothing?
Wait.
What do you had a bag?
Wait. How's the dragon 350 pounds, but the tooth that I carry is 100 pounds?
What are you talking about?
It's 100
I
pounds
mean,
to
it's
you.
a
'cause
third
you're
of his
weak.
weight.
Yeah.
The heavy ass tooth.
That's a heavy ass tooth.
Yeah, most you see, look at his head. Look how big that is. He's like a third of his size, so it makes sense.
Makes sense to
Yeah,
me.
let's see here. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
Damn.
This dragon weighs about. Is that right? That can't be right. Hold on.
Definitely right. 300 pounds.
350 pound.
350 pounds, yes.
Yes, that's totally sounds accurate.
I've carried a dragon before. I can tell you it's 300 pounds.
Let's see here.
Wink, wink.
Probably the lightest thing I've ever carried.
Oh, actually, no. According to this, they actually weigh tons. Let's see.
Damn.
There we
Thousands.
go.
Tons.
Now that sounds correct.
Yeah. They sound they're thousands of pounds. But let me see how much a.
It weighs a ton, like as in
Weighs a
it's
ton.
heavy.
So,
All right, now stuff it in the bag.
we stuff it in the bag.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean it's pretty big. First off, I don't know what the wording is on the bag of holdings. I don't think the dragon would actually fit in there, but this dragon, yeah, is somewhere from 1,200 to 1,600 pounds.
Damn.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a lot. So like you could maybe took like at most like a third of the dragon if you could cut through his dragon skin.
All right, so can I just
like-
attempt nonstop to cut off the tail of the dragon?
I think I should do that.
You want to spend the day chopping the dragon?
Yes.
Sure, we'll let Greg
Alright.
rest.
We'll go for
Yep.
the tail.
I will go to bed.
I will go for the tail. I'll... What?
Wait, turn off the music. We regret everything wrong.
Oh wait! I take that back. I don't want to do it.
Okay. Wait. So what are you guys choosing to do here? That's what I.
We're going to Paddling.
But think about it.
Wait. Hold on.
But, all right,
Why-
all right, but think about it, guys.
Wait, turn off the music.
hold on.
But think about it, guys. High risk, high reward. If we manage to get the dragon tail out of here, that's a lot of scales.
Yeah, and I dip and I make my way to Fandolin.
All right, we'll lead this to majority vote. Who votes we leave?
Fandolin it is.
I'm going to Fandolin, bro. Fuck that.
So Vagine.
We've already tried
Okay.
cutting it before. I think it's
Yeah,
good.
but that was just like really quick. This is like I spent the whole day cutting it.
Oh no, I'll just go back to family. It's fine.
BB, all right, that's half the party so far. Who else wants to go to Mandolin instead?
Destiny is all.
I guess we're going to Mandolin.
Hey, on our way back to Fandolin.
All right.
Oh yeah, so funny.
Whoa, turn off
Oh,
the music. Turn off the music.
So with that being said, it looks like the marching order
It's set.
is set with BB, Silver, Rianu, Arsu, Vagine, and Krieg in the back. All right.
Correct.
Let me pull up you guys to the map here.
Whoa. The name's Rage Storm.
All right, sorry.
I
Right.
remembered number
Tell 'em.
4 or 5.
All right, you guys are here at Mount Hout now.
Jack and
And in order to get to Vandalin here,
how?
it looks like
Damn,
it's
that's
gonna
a
take you guys.
Now we
Can I make a suggestion? Should we, since Fallon is a little far away and I don't want to go to the woods gate, should we just make our way to Neverwinter? Is that
really?
doesn't count?
No, we're going to Mandolin.
Yeah, we'll go to Neverwinter, then take the road back to Fandolin.
Oh, that's fine.
I didn't thought.
So you guys want to go to Neverwinter?
That is a
And then-
city, right? It's not a road.
That is the city. That's one of the.
I think that was our starting city.
You guys were you guys left
Yeah.
Neverwinter towards Vandalin.
Oh, yeah. And then we got into a fight on the high road with.
When they started,
goblins.
he has
Go
like
to
this
Neverwinter,
paper on
and
the
then
door.
take then travel
It has
track
like
Vandalin.
or something.
I'm okay with that.
Alright,
the
Neverwinter.
being joined with, like, a
Neverwinter.
pencil,
Okay.
and
So the
they
6
make,
of you
like,
guys
a
are
big
choosing
big
to
house.
venture towards Neverwinter.
They draw a picture, then they have a second
Hold on
picture,
here.
and then what's on the cover, like funny faces. Or
So that looks like
something, or
about
20
5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40 miles to get to Vandalin.
I was just for the white.
Jesus.
Alright, let's see here.
If you and then they finish it, and then shows the picture on it, and then you guess what's happening.
Yeah, I guess
They ask them,
how
"Can
fast
you
are you guys planning to travel to Vandalin
Yeah.
here? I know one of you is holding a relatively large chest. Two of you guys are holding a smaller chest. You guys are carrying a lot of weights with you guys here as well.
We're already there.
There's a pencil, and then you have
I'm not carrying anything heavy, so it doesn't really matter to me.
There's pencils in the body.
Okay. All right. As you guys kind of venture from Mount Hotno towards Neverwinter here, let's see what we have here.
And then whoever gets so far or so low.
Okay. Yeah, you guys kind of like the first third leg of the day, about 10 miles in, you guys kind of reach almost like the hills of kind of in between Neverwinter Wood. You guys have kind of ventured back down the path, and you guys kind of reach kind of where you guys were before, the little split path here. If you guys choose, you guys can go back to towards the way you guys came. Otherwise, kind of leftwards from the path was kind of where the split road was, which would lead towards Neverwinter Wood. Do you guys plan to still kind of continue towards Neverwinter and not take the path not taken from previous?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the path going towards Neverwinter, not the woods.
Yes, we go toward Neverwinter. The woods almost killed us last time.
Yeah.
But Sai has a plan.
Oh, I mean, the dice have a plan.
The one who rolls the dice has the plan.
Yeah, the first 10 miles kind of stretch up to the split. You guys kind of venture back, taking the path kind of towards Neverwinter here, and it's pretty calm. You guys are pretty. It's probably about noonish by the time you guys reach the next split here, and as you guys kind of break out here from 1, 2, 3, you guys kind of are on the outer woods, almost. About 4 miles ahead, you guys can kind of see the clearing from the Neverwinter Woods. But you guys are still among the hillside here. And who's leading the pack here? I have BB?
Yep.
Yeah, BB. Can I have you roll a perception check here for me, please?
Who's using the bathroom?
Oh, BB is?
Close the door.
I have no idea.
Oh yes, I'm here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Because destiny is all.
Let's see what you rolled here. 19? Oh,
And I'm playing
yes.
with my friends.
All right. As you
Maybe all
guys
day,
kind of
bro.
reach this little hill crest opening right here, you guys are about 2 miles out from the opening. And because you are leading the pack, you can see in the distance that there are it looks like a kind of groupings of what were some familiar encounters you guys may have run into much earlier in your journey to the Neverwinter Wood. It seems, at least from your perception here, that these are some kobolds, some gnolls to be exact. Some gnolls have been gathering kind of on the outer edges of Neverwinter Woods here.
Do we see what they're doing?
Do I see what they're doing?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of things are you guys kind of looking for?
Hostile intent?
Yeah, what he said.
Hostile intent. These group, they almost look like they've kind of created like a little encampment here along the edges of Neverwinter Woods and the hillside. Let me see here.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can kind of see from where you are. It almost seems uh it almost seems like they're kind of on the outer edge of perhaps something greater. Kind of like something is right on the cusp of the edge of the map here. If you were to kind of continue in this general direction towards Neverwinter, you would definitely run into this kobold knoll encampment here.
I'm gonna say let's walk. Let's go around.
How many do we see?
Yeah, how many do we see?
Let me see how many you guys do see from here.
How many do we see? And
Oh,
like,
okay.
are they like pretty good?
These, if you guys recalled your previous encounters with the kobolds, they were traveling in packs. They were
No.
looking for Arasu, or I guess in this case, Dopasu.
Yeah.
And it looks like a much grander gathering. It almost seems like this may be like the central or like an outpost for the gnolls.
So we take them out. We can stop their whole operation.
I don't know. That sounds like a personal problem between
Oh.
Dopasu and the Knolls.
You're right. It is. I mean, Dopas is dead, but
What are you talking about? He's right there.
no, we have a Risu.
That's Dopasu.
Oh, that's
He's
a
been
Risu.
renamed to Dopasu.
Yeah, but
Whoa,
Ragestorm
you guys
doesn't
don't
know
know
that.
Oh yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah,
it's
that's Dopasu, guys.
All right, majority vote. What do you guys want to do?
Send
I'm
them
out.
also in.
We're
I'm
gonna
out.
I conjure up a rope, and then we tie up Dopasu and send them in.
I like the sound of this. Actually, I think I might be in.
Yeah, so what are you guys choosing to elect to do here?
We're tying up
objecting.
Dopasu.
Oh, we're going around.
No one's saying anything. What do you guys want to do?
We're going around.
All right, BB is in the front, and he says go around.
Okay. That will extend your trip. It looks like.
Well, we're not in a rush to get back.
Okay. Yeah, and then with that, you guys kind of BB seeing the lot of these kobolds or these gnolls kind of veers off of the path, and you guys have to do a little bit of backtracking. But by the time you guys reach kind of the outer banks to avoid the gnoll encampment here, you guys climb over the hillside, and about now it's probably like, let's see here, is that right? Yeah, you got this is about. It's starting to look a little dark here, just as you guys creep out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's starting to look like dusk, like 7, 8. The sun is beginning to set here. You guys haven't run into much trouble other than the gnoll encampment there, and you guys kind of just break out of the hillside here. You can see the open plains. Do you guys want to continue, kind of push it through the evening for another 5 miles, or do you guys want to kind of set up camp here? You guys are kind of like right on the outer banks of the Neverwinter Woods.
So at this point, like how late is it?
It's like 7, 8 at night.
We continue.
No, we're taking a break. We're taking a rest.
You heard him.
You can kind of think like about every mile is going to take about an hour. So if you travel for another 5 hours, it's going to be about midnight by the time you guys reach another 5 miles outwards.
Damn, we slow.
So because we're heavy as hell. So we're gonna set up camp. And
I mean, you guys are traveling about like a mile an hour basically. Is that right?
I can run a mile in 12 minutes at my slowest.
It looks like you guys are, yeah, because it looks like because of all the stuff you guys have on you, you guys are traveling about like 300 feet per minute, essentially, with the 6 of you guys.
Damn, these guys are trash.
No, that's
Well, we set up camp. It's getting late.
Yep.
You guys are gonna set out camp right on the Outer Banks.
Yeah.
How are we? Wait. Where? What's exactly around us?
You guys are kind of,
terrain-wise?
you guys are right outside of the hillside. So if you were to look behind you guys had just kind of finished climbing down a hill. Kind of westward from you guys is kind of running along the hillside, the edge of the Neverwinter Woods. On the right side, a little northward, about 10 miles is where you guys would have seen that Null encampment. And you guys are kind of just out in this open field, right on the edge of the Neverwinter Woods.
Hmm. So are we like in the middle of the open, or are we kind of well hidden?
Well, if you guys were to stay where you guys are currently, at least behind you would give you some vegetation, to kind of obscure the view. But on the other side, it's pretty much open plains. If someone were to walk by, there would not be much uh, like view to hide.
Okay.
We'd like to camp right on the slant of the hill, so we still have the high ground, but we're not too high.
Okay, so then you guys would venture a little back towards the Neverwinter Wood, just a tad bit, but kind of reside like on a hillside, perhaps.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
So I like the idea. I have the high ground.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Are you guys planning to set up camp on this hillside then? Is that the current plan?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Okay. Make sure I have this right here. All right. With that, I'm gonna bring you guys over here.
Uh-oh.
Yep. I'm gonna place you guys on the map here. Oh, you guys can see everything already, right?
No.
Oh, I don't have dynamic lighting on. Oh, I haven't brought you
Must
guys over.
not.
Okay, hold on. Let me drag you guys. I'm gonna put you guys on the hillside of this map here. So here's Rianu. Here is the High Elf. Here is Vajin. Where are the other guys here?
Yeah. Playing
Here
D.
is Dopasu.
I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
Here's Craig.
What was that?
And where is BB here? BB, where are you? Actually, where is BB? The heck? I have you on the broom. But here he is. Okay. Now let me see if I can just do this from this map. All right. Let me see if this lets me do this. Okay. BB, do you see yourself?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't have this?
It's all dark.
But you do see yourself. Do you see your
Oh, now
object?
holy snap, that is so small.
Okay.
Now I see it.
Right. Let me pull. Who's behind you?
I don't remember what the marking order.
BB, Silverleaf, Rianu.
Alright, let me grab Silverleaf here. Okay. Silverleaf. Oops.
Silver Queef.
There's Silverleaf. Rianu is next here. Okay.
Hi.
Rianu.
Sorry. What happened?
I'm just placing you guys on the map here.
Okay.
Then I have Arisu. Oops, wrong one. Arisu.
I've got to work the rest of the week. Monday was supposed to be my day off.
Then I have Vagine
Yeah.
and then Craig.
Be all right. Yeah.
Alright. Vagine.
This motherfucker. Unless you want to save it for me for tomorrow. I could do it once I get back.
Alright, let me fix the.
This gives me spider vibes.
Spider vibes.
Oh, let me.
Oh, look, it's me.
Get rid of that.
Oh shit, we did.
Oh, we're not. Don't say that. Just got here. You can't be dead
Yeah,
already.
you guys. Oh. You guys are on this hillside here. That's about all you guys can see. Wow, that's not much. Yeah, okay.
I feel a lot more in control of my life now that I've quit vaping. It makes me feel as though I can truly do anything I've set my mind.
Oh, you guys can't really see much.
Ditch vape to 88709.
What the hell is this commercial?
Yeah, you guys are kind of above on this little hill crest here.
Yeah.
This might give you guys a little better view of the area.
You forgot my owl, by the way.
Oh, you're setting up an owl?
Yeah.
If I recall, your owl was knocked out, and not once you have mentioned you summoned your owl.
Hey, by the way, during all this traveling, I summoned my owl.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Where would you like your owl to be in this map?
Right beside me.
All right. I don't think I have an owl token.
Well, you do have an owl. We've been using one.
Yeah, but it's. Hold on. Let me see. Did you summon the an owl at the Dragon Runes?
Caw-caw!
Oh, see, right there, owl.
I don't see an owl here. When would you have summoned an owl?
Like, right earlier.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to find a token for your owl.
Yeah?
Yeah, what? Oh.
What's up?
Wait, they have a token. Okay. I'm just gonna copy this token. Okay, let me get an owl here for you. This is an owl token. Did it show up? I don't see it.
Yeah, it's on Vagine, that's why. What to the other?
Oh, really? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, done. We'll take the owl.
Let me see the owl stats here.
Now I need the control. Owl stats is 60 feet movement.
Owl can see.
Why has he got a toenail on his face?
If you can real quick.
What toenail?
I don't see the vision of an owl here.
Dark vision of 120 feet.
Oh, 120 feet. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Passive perception 13.
Emits a light. I'll say it emits about 5 feet. And it's got night vision.
Yeah.
120 feet.
Yeah. We share vision, so I technically have 120 feet.
Yeah. Let me give you control of this bird here. Yeah, Okay. Yeah, you guys are on this hillside here. You guys have set up camp to kind of set for the evening. Do you guys plan to take watch? Kind of take the evening nice and calm. What do you guys choose to do here?
I'll take out my full 8.
I'll be on the
I
first
want
watch.
to use my owl to scout the area.
Okay, so does that mean you're taking the first 2 hours of watch here?
I will take the first.
I will
Okay.
do it with them too.
Okay.
Whoa, that's a first. Are you sick? Oh, you. Wait, just to clarify, these are 5 feet squares.
Those are 5 feet squares. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to check this.
Actually, I
dragon's
think
pocket.
I made them 10 actually because of the.
Like,
Yeah, those are 10 feet squares.
yeah.
Yeah, those are 10 feet squares. Yeah.
Sit and play D&D.
Actually, let me. Yeah, let me double check if I made that 10 feet. Let me check you guys' lighting here. 30. Yeah, those are 10 feet squares. Sadly.
I know.
How could you? This map is huge.
The map is huge, but let me see if I made it into 5s.
I'm gonna be here, so just say.
Oh wait, is that right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, they're still 10s, yeah. But I think this is actually a more accurate. Because you can see, how far can you see in front of you? 30 feet, right? With night vision?
60 feet.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. So this is correct, the way I had it before. Yeah, these are 10s, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Let me see what it looks like with 60 here.
I can see everything.
You can see a lot. Yeah, you know what? Let's make these 5s. That might actually make it easier here. I just have to change.
I'm still here. I'm still here. I just had to switch to my phone.
60. Rihanna has 60 feet. 60 feet, 60 feet. Craig can see 60 feet. Okay. Rihanna can see 60 feet, I believe, right?
Rihanna can barely see his own toes. What do you mean?
Oh, he's got the belly. No night vision for you. And 60 feet for the wood elf, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. If he has night vision, yes. Night vision.
All right. Yeah, so who's taking the first watch here? I have.
Me?
I got Vagine and Rihanna, right?
Me and Rihanna
Yeah.
would be 3 of us.
4 hours. 4 hours.
Damn. He went 4 hours. What a baller.
I'm going 4.
You guys are all level 4.
No.
Oh damn! Did he just laugh at us being level 4? Bro, we're screwed. I heard a little chuckle at the end.
I all of a sudden don't like being in this area. We continue downwards.
Bro, he just said you guys would be are on level 4. Yo, we're fucked.
I just want to make sure I'm not making this.
We did.
Why are you bringing up our levels? Are we dying?
Yeah.
You guys might die here.
Wait, yo, hold up. I don't like that. All right, let's go. Bring it on. I use my owl to go scout.
Wow, that's crazy.
Just need a stealth roll before. Yeah.
Bro, I'm scored lower. You trash. You garbage. You garbage.
Wow, that's insane. Okay.
You're probably still dancing from that Seder music. clapping your toes and shit, your heels and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys decide to at least the first, just Vagine and Rianu, right? You guys are taking the first watch here.
Oh no, and BB. He said he
Oh,
was
no,
taking
I'll
too.
be after you guys.
What? You switch your,
I'll
you
be
change
after.
your mind? How could you?
Okay, for the first two.
It's a robot.
No, I can't see shit in the dark.
Perfect. Just the way I like it.
Yeah, can I have the people that are awake roll a perception check here for me?
Yeah.
9, 14,
Oh,
and a 6.
Wait,
Oh,
why is he
ours is
saying
staying
no?
up to. So the only people that are currently asleep is Silverleaf and Rage Storm.
Yeah, because didn't I already get my 4 hours of sleep? I'm good, right?
No, I will be up because I technically had 4 hours of sleep.
Well, this is after a long days of travel. But if you guys want to be up too,
I'll be okay. I'll be up too.
all right. So I guess we're all up except for Raystorm.
Yeah, that guy needs his
Yeah, you're
sleep.
good.
Yeah, as you guys are kind of setting up camp here in the evening.
You're good. Just go.
You begin to hear a voice in the distance. Why are you guys here in the Neverwinter Woods?
we're not in the Neverwinter Woods.
We're here to
just
look for the
right
Lich King.
outside of it.
I say we're just passing through. We mean
The
no
Frozen King. We're here to seek his head.
harm. Don't hear no one.
Roll
To whom
for,
do we speak to? Are we speaking to?
I am the guardian of the forest.
Says who?
Says I.
What are you?
Well, then I say the same about myself.
Hello, this old buddy just killed. You should stay
Yeah, roll for deception here for me.
I am the true guardian of the forest.
Nice.
I would like to say we mean no harm. We're just simple travelers walking by. We mean no harm to the woods. Do I convince him?
Is that all you're saying?
Yes.
If you mean no harm, then leave these woods.
Oh, great guardian. We would like to just spend one night here. That is all we ask. We shall only take little. And leave next morning. Is that okay?
Let's see what you guys.
I'm actually very
What's
terrified.
you guys' perception here? Yeah, and with that, you guys begin to see. Let me get rid of this lighting here.
Wait, Kong.
What's up?
What's the password for this tablet?
Tell me your password.
I don't know.
Oh, actually, maybe I just leave those on. I gotta fix these. Yeah, and with that kind of northward, you see two of these trees kind of begin to like reach their hands up into the sky, and these branches kind of reach upwards, and you see the roots of the two trees, these two greater trees, kind of northward of you guys, begin to climb out, unroot themselves, and march in your general direction.
I stick my hand out to shake to greet the trees.
Let's see here. Oh, interesting. As you reach out your hand, you see both these trees kind of begin to encorch, like surround you guys on this outer hill. I wish I could get rid of these trees, but they kind of extend their arms outwards, and they almost begin to obscure your vision. So I'm gonna do a little stuff here. If it would let me. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, these two trees kind of begin to surround you guys on this hill crest and begin to like block your guys' vision, kind of obscuring you guys, kind of surrounding on both ends of you guys here.
Like they're sticking out their hands, you said?
Yeah, they're sticking out their branches.
Yeah.
Let's see if that did it. Did that do it?
Now, are we under attack, or is this just something that the Guardian is doing?
I think the Guardian just giving us a warning.
What are they trying to hide?
He's kind of like blocking you guys out from the forest.
Oh, so he's just there
I mean, he can do that all he wants, but we're just gonna rest right where we go.
He goes,
I agree.
Don't venture further beyond these branches, and your evening shall be undisturbed.
Sounds like a plan to me. Now we only have one side to
watch
look
out
at.
for.
Yeah.
Alright, thanks for giving us a wall.
You're giving us a wall.
Yeah,
Sounds
and
good to me.
with that, this outer
Okay,
edge.
I whisper to the trees, are you related to the guardian of the other forest in the swamp? What's that swamp?
The guardian of the swamp?
Yeah. You know where that forest area where I was I having delusions with with all the weird stuff.
Oh, I know about that. Yes, I know about that. He told me about that.
I told BB about that
Yes,
weird. It was like in a vision, the forest was talking to me. I asked him if he's related to that guardian in the swamp area. What's that place that we were at?
Are you talking about kind of northwards of Conberry, kind of in the swamps?
Yeah. I go, are you related to the guardian north of the Conberry? Guardian of the woods.
I am beyond the witch that lives in the swamp.
I bid you farewell, and we shall keep our peace Thank you for the protection of the night.
And then with that, the trees kind of envelop their branches behind you and kind of block this kind of northern area from you guys from
Yo,
encroaching.
bet. Yo, I'm gonna be like,
So,
alright,
what is
be
our
like an
find out?
owl right over here.
Okay, and then
An owl, I think.
with that, the first 2 hours, other than talking to the tree spirits, is more or less calm.
Dope.
Who plans to stay for the next 2 hours here?
I nap it out.
I'll stay for another 2 hours.
So I got
Sure.
BB. I
I'll
got
stay up with BB.
the high elf. Is that it? Is that it?
Yeah.
BB, high elf.
Wait, are we still in the first 4 hours?
That was the first 2.
Oh yeah. No, I'm still up for the next 2.
Okay. So I got Rianu, high elf, BB. Rage Storm still out.
What about Risu? He was with us, wasn't he?
I
mean, awesome.
Yeah. Are you planning to stay up for another 2?
Yeah, I've already got my full rest, so we're good.
Okay. And Vijin?
Yeah, I'm dead, asleep.
Yeah. You went
As
to go
usual.
Yeah. I'm tired of these trees bullshit.
Oh, it's Kongs. Day today?
Let's see here. Yeah, and with that, you guys kind of settle in, and the trees behind you have kind of engrossed, like hidden behind you, and those first 2 hours after the encounter have kind of died down, and then in the next 2 hours here, it's about 2 in the morning, almost going towards the 4 in the morning mark. You guys begin to hear some commotion and rustling, kind of where the voice, the tree, the guardian of the forest was. You can begin to hear what sounds like footsteps in the distance. Uh, it seems like a lot more than just like 10, perhaps, and almost an army's worth of footsteps marching in your general
The
direction.
gnolls are coming.
It's coming from the woods?
Yep. So they're kind of northward from you guys, marching towards your general direction here.
Who's still up?
I am.
The
They're
four of
about
us are still
to.
up. The four of us are up.
I go tell BB. I tell BB. Hey BB, can you like fly up in the air? Just
I don't
straight
know
up.
if they. I could try, but I don't know if they'll see me or not when it's dark.
True.
The
Plus the
Cause we
tree
don't-
might smack you down.
do you
No,
can you cast night vision on me then?
No. 'Cause the tree might smack you down as you try and fly up, because he might think you're trying to pass it.
I just need to fly high enough to see what is it what we're looking at.
Send my owl in the sky to see if it sees anything.
Yeah, but you don't crest the tree lines, right? You just kind of fly upwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fly
just
upward.
like to the very top, however tall it is.
Yeah. Wait, are you still awake? You're still awake, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do that shit.
Yeah, as your owl kind of flies upwards into the sky, and kind of looks in the northern direction, you can begin to see what seems to be, at first, maybe a group of 4, maybe 6 gnolls marching in your general direction. And before long, the pack becomes 8. They begin to almost multiply to the point where there's about, let's see here, 30 gnolls kind of marching
We
towards you
should
guys.
we should move out and get out of here.
Whoa. And that's like 100 HP a null.
Yeah, we should move. We should
We
definitely get
could,
out of here.
we could level up. We kill all of them.
No, we can't.
Then they're marching our direction. You said.
Yeah, so kind of like where you guys had seen the encampment,
Yeah.
you can kind of see them kind of marching southward, where you guys had heard the voice, the guardian of the forest. They're kind of marching from that direction, going southward here.
Question.
Mhm.
Do we know that they're coming for? Do we know if they're coming for us, or are they just walking by?
Well, the only person that can see these would be Rihanna Keeves.
Well, we have to
Copy.
find out.
I choose to ignore it, and the fact that they can't see us because of the trees blocking us.
Yeah. So your owl kind of just watches as about 30 gnolls kind of walk southward past you guys in the night sky, and they kind of walk along the hillside, and you guys happen to be on this higher side here, and you're kind of covered by all this vegetation of the trees. But about a group of 30 gnolls kind of march past you guys. What seems kind of like footsteps in the distance. You can begin to hear almost like a drum-like rhythm of footsteps marching kind of below you guys, about 30 feet from you guys, a little kind of below the two hillsides here. If they were to look upwards, they would see just the trees kind of obscuring the view on the hillside. But to you guys can hear the thunderous footsteps of an army of gnolls kind of marching southward here. If you guys choose to do nothing here and just observe, as Rianu has stated, they kind of march beyond you guys, and what was a thunderous group of footsteps begins to die off as they venture southward from here. Um, both your silence and inaction has not brought any attention to you guys, and those 2 hours kind of go um, beyond the army here, with no encounter.
Oh, that's cool.
Perfect.
That's cool.
Yeah. What do you guys for the next 2 hours? He wants to take camp here.
I'm sleeping.
I'll stay up. I'm fully you.
Do I just have Silverleaf?
I
There's still Rianu and Arisu, or Dopasu, I guess.
I will. I'll stay up for another 2 hours.
Arisu, Dopasu, are you staying
I'll
up?
yeah, I'll stay up. Sorry.
So I have Silverleaf, Rianu, and Dopasu awake, correct?
Thank you.
Yeah.
They can take it.
All right. Yeah. As it kind of reaches 4-6 in the morning, you know, despite the early encampment of gnolls kind of marching southward here, the next 2 hours are more or less quiet, undisturbed, and it goes. The 2 hours go passing with no no encounters. Do any of you guys are you guys planning to stay up for the last 2 here? So this is like 6 to 8 in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, stay up. I'm already fully healed. Stay up.
I take a rest.
Okay.
I sleep.
I will stay up as well.
Okay. So who's up here? Do I have Vagine, Silver, and Dopasu?
I am still up.
Okay. Can I have the 3 of you guys roll a perception check here for me?
Perception check.
Why, easy
Yeah.
peasy. Wrong
I
one.
mean,
That's both of those are wrong. Those are both persuasion and performance.
Oh, what the hell? I cannot read.
Easy peasy, right?
Whoa, easy peasy.
All right, Silver.
hold on. I'm on my phone, so I have to open up in another window.
Okay.
You say persuasion or perception?
Perception.
You know. No.
Okay. Kind of where you guys are currently encampment. Behind you there's not much activity, but kind of from the hillside kind of leading towards Neverwinter Wood. You can... Oh, poor kiddo.
I'm muted it.
Yeah. You can kind of see that in the distance, kind of towards the path of Neverwinter, it seems like there is a light source kind of emanating before the sunrise. So 6:30, 6:45. You can kind of see that there's a light kind of beaming in the general direction of Neverwinter towards you guys. You guys are far enough where you guys cannot really decipher what's going on from where you guys are. But there is definitely some commotion and noise coming from that general direction, southward towards Neverwinter. The 3 of you guys that are awake. Do you guys choose to do anything? Kind of talk among yourselves, or do you guys kind of just go through and like pay no attention to it?
Do we have a reason to care about it?
Other than it being out of the ordinary, no.
It'd be like, yo, those knows when southward. There's a light southward. What does that mean, Vagine?
I don't think it means anything. I think we should mind our own business.
Oh, no. Well, I was thinking.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right. We should probably just ignore it. We need a full rest.
Wait.
We'll go.
But what's south of us?
We'll talk about
Benjamin.
us amongst once Craig is up. We can discuss what to do next.
I agree. We need the full party's input on this one.
Alright. Looks like we'll just sit here and do nothing.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys choose to do nothing here, the rest of the 2 hours go unperturbed, and you guys are all fully rested. And you know, behind you, blocked by the tree path, you guys are essentially protected and obscured from view from those that would pass beneath you.
Yeah.
With that, I'll bring you guys back to the map here. And you guys are right about here, kind of just this, I don't know if you can see the little paint.
Yeah, I'm fully healed.
Yeah, you guys are all up and about, fully recovered. You guys could make your way toward Neverwinter as you guys had originally planned. if that's what you guys choose to do. And if so, marching order, please.
Do the same one.
Yeah, we'll stick the same.
Same marching order?
Yeah.
Same marching order.
Okay. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I gotta change the music here. Yeah, as you guys kind of venture southward, or I guess westward, however you guys want to, about midday, about 12 miles, you guys hit the high road here and begin to follow the high road towards Neverwinter. As you guys kind of crest about 5 miles southward on the road, on the high road that many people travel, you begin to see in the distance, for those who started in our initial beginnings, Vajin and the High Elf can recall, and Rianu, can recall the city skyline kind of in the distance. The three of you guys know Neverwinter for both being the city of skilled hands and the jewel of the north, but with it, Neverwinter is a city that is both cosmopolitan and cultured and bustling, but with a darker underbelly as well. And as you guys kind of venture towards the city of Neverwinter, you can see the kind of rising castle in the distance along the hillside, and it seems like the hillside is almost kind of creating a barrier from both the ocean and Neverwinter, much like the evening that you guys had spent, with a wall kind of protruding behind you guys, and up into, almost reaching into the skies, you can see buildings kind of cresting upwards towards the heavens. And this is, to the three of you guys, Neverwinter.
Was surprised.
Are you guys planning to enter Neverwinter here? Or are you guys just trying to pass through Neverwinter and continue on the high road?
I'll let the guys decide what they want to do.
I mean, we don't really have anything to do in Neverwinter.
Agreed. We continue south.
Yeah, I guess we'll just continue following the road.
But do they have any weapon stores in town?
I mean, this is probably the biggest city that is closest to Phandalin. You know, yeah, if you guys were looking to find weapons or trade goods or look for exquisite jewelry and, you know, obscure tinkering objects, this would be the place to spend coin. Because coin is plentiful, but where there is coin, there is also those who are looking to find an easy penny, an easy gold coin as well.
I have an idea. Is there like a magic shop?
If you mean like people who practice the arts?
No, a shop for like magical items.
I mean, if you're looking for just to spend money for like magic, more than likely this would be the city to, if not have a shop, to have those who may have come across magical items and looking for those to buy. Also, you know, you may find those who may have obtained magical things through illegal means as well.
Nah, I said we keep going to Phandalin.
So, is there... Oh, yeah, he just totally explained it. I was looking for a magic bow.
For the right coin, I'm sure you could find someone in Neverwinter. This would be, as mentioned before, one of, if not the biggest city within this region. This is, like I mentioned before, kind of known as the city of skilled hands and the jewel of the north.
I'd like to go to the armor shop.
I like to go to the weapons shop.
I like to go to the candy shop.
So are you guys planning to kind of spend the evening here in Neverwinter? Because from where you guys were, about here to get to Neverwinter, this would be about a day's travel. So just kind of where you guys were to Neverwinter, you guys would kind of reach the city gates towards the evening time.
It's already night?
Yeah.
What?
I will look for the cheapest
Time is it?
skin.
Prices are cheaper at night, though, right?
For some, yes.
Yeah, I'll
Sounds
look for
like
the
me.
cheapest skin.
Yeah, we're gonna spend the night in Neverwinter, considering it's getting dark anyway. So I don't see a reason not to.
Okay. So I have the lot of you guys staying here in Neverwinter, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. Let me see if I can pull up this map. Alright, let me load this in here. If it will let me do this. Hold on. Let's see if it loads up here. Load. Load. Wait, let me try something else here. Hold on, let me load this picture in. Do, 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 do. Do, da, da. Listen to the music because it's cool. Da, 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 da. Once it loads. Did it load? It did not load. Hold on. Oops. Neverwinter. Load. Here we go. Okay, there it is. Let me just do this quick. Alright, throw this in here. Alright. Alright. It looks a little ugly, but just go with it. Alright, I'll bring you guys here. Boom. Here is Neverwinter. You guys are just on the outskirts here as you guys reach the city limits. Yeah, Neverwinter, as mentioned, kind of sits along the coast here. Kind of the castle that you can see from the distance is this little island off here to the coast that kind of reaches upwards. It's probably one of the biggest buildings in there. As you guys kind of reach the outskirts of Neverwinter here, the 6 of you guys are greeted by 2 human guards on the front. They kind of are guarding the post here. Kind of looking upwards towards this wall of Neverwinter, you can see there are hundreds of guards kind of walking back and forth, kind of keeping post to guard the city from those who would try to cause harm. At least from your guys' view, the entire outer banks of this walls is lined with guardsmen. As you guys reach the front of Neverwinter, you guys are greeted almost by a battalion of guards, kind of sitting, and one of the guards kind of steps out, and he goes, "Who goes there?"
And we're just here to enter in the city. We just need a place to sleep. That's all it is. Please, we mean no harm.
What business do you have here, Neverwinter?
As I was saying, we're just trying to find a place to sleep for the night, and then we'll be on our way in the morning.
Roll a persuasion check here for me, baby.
Ooh.
My greatest weakness.
He does not lie.
I'm doing that.
He goes, "All right, very well.
What?
The 6 of you guys, are you guys one company here?"
Yes, we are the Yee-Yees.
Should I know who the Yee-Yees are?
I say we work for Gundren Rockseeker. And, searching for logic.
Well, he kind of looks at the other guards and goes, "All right, enter Neverwinter, but stay to the main paths. The inn will be a little southward here. You can see it towards the main lot along the city strip. There'll be plenty of inns to choose from. The nearest one will be the Sleeping Pig. Go there and spend your coin wisely. And I hope to not see you guys cause any ruckus here." Because remember, it is about like midnight when you guys kind of arise here. Kind of like half the city is asleep, but as he points you guys towards the nearest inn, you can kind of see that because Neverwinter is such a bustling cosmopolitan area, that there is still a lot of people kind of wandering. There is a lot of lights kind of going on. The pubs are loud and going, and kind of like following the path of where the guard has led you guys. You guys do see a sign that kind of has a pig with like fairies kind of floating around it, almost as if the pig has been knocked unconscious. And kind of as you guys approach the Sleeping Pig, there is a lot of lights and sound and ruckus kind of coming outwards from it. Let me play some music here. Here we go. Yeah, so the 6 of you guys kind of reach the Sleeping Pig, and as you guys enter, much like Phandalin, this is an establishment, but you can tell that the patrons here are more diverse. There are elves, there are plenty of humans, dwarves. This area of the town, despite kind of a little off the ways, is still filled with a diverse cast of races and beings here. You can tell there is a big disparity of wealth here. You can see that there are those kind of less, kind of wearing almost like commoner clothing, kind of like those clothes that you would have seen in Phandalin. And then you see kind of amongst the crowd those that look like high elves. Silverleaf would be able to kind of distinguish that they are of higher class. Kind of here, unbeknownst, there are those who seemed a little shadier. They seem to kind of almost be bounty hunters that BB may have encountered in the past. There is a huge lot of people here that, as you guys walk in, you guys almost don't seem to stick out, but in comparison to Phandalin, you guys are in such a different element here.
Okay.
Yeah, what do the lot of you guys choose to do here?
Are there any dragons?
I look for the innkeeper.
Okay, wait. So I heard Rianu said he's looking for the innkeeper. I heard Rage Storm asking if, I assume you meant Dragonborn.
Yes.
Anybody else? So I have Rianu kind of looking for the innkeeper. I have Rage Storm looking for Dragonborns.
I shall just sit down on the table and have a nail.
I am looking for a new bow.
Listening for interest.
Arsu's looking for a vendor in the inn. Vagine, Silver.
I want my
High
discount
Elf.
at the armor shop.
Yeah.
Vagine's looking for shopping as well.
I will go see if is there a magical shop?
You guys are currently at the Sleeping Pig, so you guys are kind of like at an inn.
late.
It is
It's
pretty late.
That's right. All right.
Yes.
I go
stores aren't
to the
open?
front desk. I go to the front desk and I request a room.
So you're kind of gonna follow Rianu to look for the innkeeper.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to ask around for a see if there's an armor smith anywhere nearby.
Dude, it's late at night. The fuck you doing, bro?
Oh, they have discounts at night. 5-finger discount.
All right. So I have Vagine, I have Arasu, and BB. Kind of. If my understanding of what you guys are asking or saying is, you guys are kind of seeking information about the city.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I have the other three. I have the other two, Rianu and Silver, looking for the innkeeper, and I have Rage Storm looking for another Dragonborn, perhaps.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, let's cut to the three guys who are kind of seeking more information about the city here. I guess Vagine, who are you kind of looking for? What kind of, who kind of draws your attention? Same goes with Arasu, BB. What kind of things are you guys looking for? Who do you guys approach? Things like that. Yeah.
Well, we can't venture beyond the inn.
Do you want to leave the Sleeping Inn?
I mean, definitely not, because you're gonna stab me in the streets.
I'm just saying you can if you want.
No. I guess I was just kind of hang out inside.
Well, I
until the
guess I'll
sun
just
comes
hang
out.
out. I'd like to hang out too, but I will also like to listen in to any interesting information that floats around.
Yeah. I'm
from
gonna
people's mouths.
sit at a table with BB here and
Yep.
have them bring us some drinks, and we'll just kind of open our ears, listen around.
Okay.
Gather
So
information.
you guys are kind of just looking for a table, kind of keeping your ears open,
Yeah.
kind to see. Okay. What about you, Arasu or Dopasu? However you choose to.
I shall go wandering.
You choose to leave the Sleeping Inn.
I choose to leave the Sleeping Inn to go look for a weaponsmith.
Bros,
Okay.
You're gonna get mugged.
And what general direction do you want to go?
Just want to get killed again.
In the direction of the weaponsmith.
Don't you see Sai's eyes? They're bright and wide open. He's
Oh
like,
God!
yes.
What have I done?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you roll me a history check there for me?
Oh God! I'm gonna die. It's ogre.
He's like, yes, I gotta kill one.
Yeah. I mean, Neverwinter's a huge city. Your 12 tells me that you know of Neverwinter, but I don't think you've ever actually been here.
And we started from the north side, right?
Yeah, you guys are this little black dot up here.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my god.
I will go. Oh, this is tough. I will go south.
Yeah, and kind of where are you kind of planning to look? What kind of neck of the neighborhoods are you planning to look?
Around here to begin with.
Okay, yeah, it's perfect. Okay, yeah. So you kind of venture away from the sleeping pig, kind of ventured back towards the gate, and kind of venture southward, kind of around this kind of man-made lake here. Along the lake here, you see a bunch of kind of like buildings that look like could be shops that have been kind of closed down for the evening. As you kind of walk along this little man-made lake here, you see, despite the fact that the stores are closed, you do see gatherings of people kind of huddling in corners, kind of chattering to themselves. Do you approach any of these, or are you looking for a specific sign or symbol?
I'm looking for a specific symbol.
Okay. As you kind of walk along the streets here, roll a...
Oh, robbed.
Yeah, roll a investigation check here for me.
Investigation? Alrighty. Rolling an investigation right now. Please be kind to me. Damn.
Yeah, you kind of are looking around this man-made lake. You don't really see anything that would pertain or give you the idea of a weapons store around here. As you're kind of like spending your time kind of carousing here, a group of it looks like teenagers are kind of approaching you, and they kind of look at you and they look at you up and down. They go, "Do you need some help here, elf?"
Yo, this dude about to get
Oh
shanked
god,
in
I'm
the
about to get shanked.
Come back.
He's supposed to get bugged.
You're gonna get beat up by little
Oh
kids.
god. I tell them no and I continue on.
Oh shit.
Well, we might be able to help you if you're looking for something right
Oh
now.
god. Look. I tell them, be gone. I do not need your help.
You tell them to be gone. Yeah,
I
roll
tell
a
them-
persuasion check here for me.
Oh god. Bard, please be with me.
Oh god.
Yeah, they kind of look at you and go, huh, well, if you're looking for anything, I'd probably venture down there and go a little further south if you're looking for some information. They might be able to help you. And then those three kind of like teenage-looking individuals kind of wander off. With that, you kind of venture and you kind of hit the little split. You're kind of like here at this little cross here. Kind of northward is the city gates. And southward, you would be kind of following this kind of man-made. You can kind of see that southward here, it looks like there's a little more, couple stores kind of lined up there. But if you were to venture back north, you would be heading towards the city gates.
You know what? I will go south.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, as you kind of venture southward here, roll a investigation check here for me. Yeah, you're kind of busy, kind of looking around, and as you kind of reach the middle part of this little bend here, You kind of like a man and a lady are kind of walking past you. They kind of eye you up, and they kind of walk to the left of you, and the lady kind of bumps into you, and she goes, "Oh, excuse me, kind sir," and they kind of begin to walk a little towards kind of where you came from in that neck of the woods.
I checked to make. I checked my wallet.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, roll a sleight of hand check here.
Oh.
Rob.
Yeah, you kind of like checking around your pockets, and you kind of reach in, and it looks like you still have your 8 gold pieces on you. You still have your 8 gold pieces on you. Everything seems to be in place. Nothing out of the ordinary.
All right, perfect.
Do you kind of continue southward here along the path?
I do.
Okay. As you kind of round the bend here, you kind of hit another cross section. You could either go right, left, or a little further south here.
I will go left.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of follow the man-made here, kind of look around these other shops here too?
Correct.
Okay, as you kind of round the bend, a couple of guards kind of walk from the southward part, and they point at you and go, "You there! Stay! Freeze!"
Okay, and I tell them, what seems to be the problem here?
They go, "Did you see a couple run past here?"
I did.
Where did they go? In what direction?
They went north.
Roll a persuasion check here.
Persuasion.
They go, "Very well, come here. And they kind of point at you to come in your general direction. Do you kind of walk towards them, or no?
I told them, what business do they have of me? I've already told them what they wanted.
It's just standard procedure. Don't worry.
Standard, huh? Yeah, I walk away.
You walk away?
I do.
The 2 guards go, "Stay there, Wood Elf! Don't move! Don't dare make another move!" And you can kind of see he kind of is looking around. The other guard, he was kind of moving northward, but like 2 other guards kind of follow him, and he goes. They both kind of look at you and they go, "Stay there! Don't cause any ruckus!" And they kind of approach you a little more. So now instead of 1, there's now 3 kind of walking in your general direction.
Okay. I stop.
You stop? Okay. They kind of as they encroach closer to you, they kind of check over your body, and among your belongings, they find what looks to be this red gem.
Oh no!
You've been had.
They go, "Ha! Quite interesting. What might you be doing with this?" As they pull out the red gem from like one of this like side pocket that you thought you had patted down and felt, but you haven't noticed this like red glowing gem.
Oh fuck. I don't know what to do here.
Okay, we could just cut from you here, and we'll cut to we'll cut to Rihanna and Silverleaf. As they're approaching kind of like what seems to be the bar where there would be plenty of workers and maids kind of running about, sending beer and ale to all the patrons here at the Sleeping Pig. One of the humans behind the counter kind of approaches you. And he goes, "How may I help you?" And he kind of looks at both you and Silverleaf.
We need lodging for 6 adventurers.
All right, will that be 1 room apiece, or do you guys plan to spend the evening shared here?
Shared if possible. And
how many rooms were you looking for then?
2 rooms for 3 each.
2 rooms for 3 each.
1 room
Are
for
these
6,
3?
you mean?
Are these 3 gnomes or 3 humans or?
We have a drunk elf, which is next to me. An orc who likes boasting about his god. A wood elf. A wood elf who we just recruited. 2 humans and a dragon.
Alright, well, let me see here. We're talking about 6 adventurers or 6 workers? He kind of eyes you guys. Let me see what he rolls here.
What are we? Aren't we like mercenaries? Like, we got hired, right? Yeah.
He goes, alright. 2 rooms, 3 each. We'll say 15 gold pieces.
And is that per night? And does that cover food?
That'll cover the room and lodging in the morning, correct?
We're new
All right.
customers, half off.
Yeah. Well, what's the orc say?
No, not by you.
Oh. My intuition is telling me the orc wants half off.
Yeah, why don't you roll a insight check here for me?
Done.
Oh. Yeah, he is firm on that on that price. 15 gold pieces.
Damn it.
You know for sure he's not like lying or trying to kind of pull one over on you guys.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, we know that.
That's
why we want to have.
Oh, yeah, you definitely know that. He's like 15 gold pieces, 2 rooms, 6 adventurers, 15 gold pieces.
Yeah, but
All right.
we're new customers.
I'll pay it.
All right, you're gonna take 15 gold pieces out of your collection here.
I would never.
All right, there you go. There you go.
All right. He goes, all right, very well. He kind of hands you 2 keys. One of them's like marked 204, and the other one's like, I don't know, like 213. They're kind of just like, they're almost next to each other. They're a little further. They're like 2 rooms in between you guys, essentially.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, just follow the stairs up the sleeping inn. On the 2nd floor, you should see both of the 2 rooms. Is there anything else I can help with you two?
Yeah, where's the nearest, what is it? Shop where I can sell some goods.
Yeah, a little southward here around the man-made lake. There's shops here that are open to customers. Sadly, they tend to be closed towards the evening. And he kind of looks at you and raises an eyebrow. Unless there's something else you're looking for in particular.
No, I just wish to sell some goods.
Very well, you'll have to wait till the morning. Anything else I can do for you?
No, not at this moment. Unless the elf has something he wants.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, and then with that he goes, all right, he takes the 15 gold coins and he kind of puts it in his pocket. He goes, well, if you need anything else, come up here and I'll be glad to help. And he kind of goes back and he starts grabbing beer as like another group of patrons kind of come and they kind of squeeze their way in the front and they kind of order some alcohol. They kind of bring the alcohol and such. We'll go to Vijin. Oh, actually, we'll go to Ragestorm. You're looking for Dragonborns, right?
I am correct.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, you kind of look among the crowds, and it's mostly elves and dwarves and humans. But there are a couple of dragonborns here. They're rare, rare and few. Maybe like one per 100 people that are in the inn there.
Laundry should be done.
Into a crowd, hey?
Yep.
I stand there and admire the crowd that's about to be.
They're joining your laundry.
No, so I'm standing there admiring the crowd, right? But then I see Dopasu being confronted, and I sneak up behind the officers. Or whatever.
Well, Tobasu's not even in the sleeping inn.
Yeah, no, he left.
Oh, am I in the sleeping inn? All right.
Yeah, you chose to stay.
I choose to go talk to one of the Dragonborns.
Yeah, as you kind of encroach this other Dragonborn, you kind of eye this Dragonborn up. What do you kind of say? What do you do?
Wait, hold up. Wait, what color is this dragon?
Yeah, that's a good question. This one is a red Dragonborn.
Red Dragonborn. The Red Dragons. What is your name, Dragonborn?
He kind of eyes you up and down. He goes, "Leave me alone. I've had enough talk for the day." And he kind of like grabs his drink and begins to just like drink it down.
A red dragon. Do you know the name Volpor?
Volpor? Ah, tales of legend. He keeps on drinking his booze.
You enjoy your last beer. Volpor is coming. And then I go talk to another dragon.
Oh, you're just like walking around trying to look
Yeah.
for these Dragonborns?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. As you walk away, this dragon goes, yeah, "That man has too much to drink," and he continues to drink. As you're kind of looking around, there's maybe one more other Dragonborn here, of the Green Elk.
Oh, a green dragon. Green dragon. Do you know the name Venom Fang?
The Dragonborn kind of looks at you, and he goes, "Venom Fang? What are you, a child?" And then like a bunch of like guys around him, they kind of go, "Ha ha ha ha!" They all laugh, and then they all kind of drink their drinks.
Little did you know, I have slain the Venom Fang. Come, must I show you proof?
Yeah, roll a persuasion check here for me.
Boom! Oh shit.
They go. The green dragon kind of looks at you, and it goes, "Venom Fang. Clearly, you've had too many drinks." He kind of eyes you up and down. "You can barely scratch a dragon." And he kind of looks around at his other companions, and they all go, "Yeah, a blue dragon of his size." And they all kind of drink, and they all kind of laugh at this kind of gravitas that you are trying to present here.
Damn, did I do some wild shit or nah?
Done.
I suplex his ass. Yo.
Yeah, roll an athletics check here.
Oh shit!
on, big
I'm
money.
in a bar fight.
Yeah, as you
Goddamn.
go in and you like grab this green dragon and you like suplex him, he does not get out of your grab. As you slam him, you deal. Let's see here. What is your strength right now?
He was like, "How do you want to do this?"
The bold number? The bold number? Or
Your bold number.
4.
He's just dead.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deal 12 points of bludgeoning damage
Quick
to this
kill the
dragon
guy.
as you slam him, and all of his buddies, they almost kind of like fall silent and they kind of reach like to the side, and you can see that among his group of friends here, there is one that kind of pulls out a dagger, another one that pulls out a short sword here, and the other one kind of looks at you and kind of reaches to the side, and you can see he grabs this gigantic mace and put it in both his hands. And they go, "What is the meaning of this?" And they all kind of stand up. And this is just kind of like in this little corner of the sleeping pig here.
I'd like to get up off my chair and walk toward the guy with the biggest weapon in his hand, and put one hand on my shoulder and just shake my head at him, telling him, "Nah, that shit's not gonna happen here."
Oh, so you see Rage Storm? You kind of follow up with Rage Storm here? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll for
Yo,
intimidation.
let's go,
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, as this guy is like grabbing his mace and he like catches eyes with you, he can kind of see, like, for whatever reason, your muscles or the look that you give him, he kind of like lets go of one like hand on the mace. He's still kind of like staring at Rage Storm here as he has his friend in a suplex here. The two other ones seemed less perturbed by that. The one with the dagger and the other one with the long sword or the short sword here.
Alright, I'm gonna come in. After I suplex his ass, I'm like, do you think I am the weak dragon you speak of?
The green dragon goes, "Ah, my back!" Ah." And then the two companions that aren't intimidated by Vagine here, they kind of eye at Rage Storm, and they go, "What is the meaning of this?" And the other one kind of like starts like kind of swinging his sword back and like his little dagger back and forth, and you can tell that like the dexterous like movement that he has with it, that this guy is not kind of messing around with the dagger. He seems very proficient with it. The other guy with the short sword, his grip on it is firm enough that, you know, like if you were to take a swing at him, just based on your experience, that this guy may be able to deflect a blow from you. While the guy with the mace, although huge and intimidating presence-wise, it seems that like based on his reaction to Vagine, is maybe the less experienced of the lot.
Oh, come on.
I like to get up and disarm the guy with the dagger. with my
Yeah, that's right.
superiority.
Oh, you're gonna kind of venture over to the
I'll
table
come
here
over.
as well?
I'll come
Okay.
over. I'll
right.
come
Ain't
venture
nobody
over
fucking
with
with
red
GGs.
steel. With
Okay,
red steel,
so-
and I'll use my superiority to disarm him.
Wow. Me and Rihanna
Oh,
are
boy.
just trying to like
We're
have a chill night. These guys
Yeah,
are
so
like
so it's almost
fucking
like
trying to
a
do everything.
three kind of standoff here, right? Oh, you have to hit a creature with a weapon attack.
Well,
Are you
I'm
gonna
trying.
swing? Are you gonna swing
gonna-
your sword at these guys?
I'm only gonna hit him with the blunt side of the sword.
Oh, you make an attack either way with the red blade here
Oh great! All right. Hopefully he doesn't have that big. Hey!
with red steel. 7?
Oh my god! Do I disarm him?
No, you definitely go for a little like blunt hit, the one with the dagger, and he kind of does a little parry on your
Oh, no.
on your little hilt, and he kind of pushes it back and kind of parries your blow here. And the other one with the short sword is kind of charge at Rage Storm here, almost like full speed with the short sword out, charging at him. Let me see if he hits you here.
I instantaneously use rage.
I don't think does a 17 hit.
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was actually gonna say, as he's running, is he? Am I in his way or no?
Is he running past us?
I assume not, because you guys are kind of encroaching behind Rage Storm here. Like Rage Storm has engaged essentially 4 people on his own. Like you can imagine, like they're kind of just at a bar, kind of around a table. They're drinking their beers, kind of standing, and Rage Storm just comes and chit chat, and he just like suplexes the green one, like right there out of the blue.
Okay.
And like the two of you guys can see, and you guys are kind of approaching from the side. I see with BB here trying to like hit the one with the dagger as they kind of pull out their weapons, like your guys' natural instinct to respond. And the guy with the dagger kind of parries BB's attempt to swing at him, and the guy with the short sword's like right there by Rage Storm, and he kind of just like charges at him with the dagger here, or the short sword, yeah.
And he's running at a rage. Boom. Anime style.
You got a rage mid suplex.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can rage if you want. You still got hit by a 17 though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that's only gonna deal 1 point of piercing damage to you.
0 to 0. That's right. And then his little short blade cracks in half of my steel pecs.
I mean, he definitely. Let me see if he's. Yeah, let me see.
I don't think this will break.
Yeah, he's a little phased by the fact that like you were able to rage mid suplex, but as you like kind of like finish your suplex, you can see like the veins kind of popping in and out of you here. The guy's a little perturbed by the fact, and the guy with the dagger kind of like eyes the three of you.
You want avocado?
And he begins to go, "Hi, why do you buggy? What do you guys want?"
And then before he finishes that sentence, I choke slam his ass onto the table.
Yeah, roll athletics check.
What? Hey, what?
What are you doing?
Athletics check here.
Oh, athletics check. Alright.
Man, this guy's just looking for trouble at
Yo,
this point.
let's go.
Yeah, as you try to choke slam him, his speed kind of outmaneuvers your hand, and he attempts to. Let's see here. Ah, that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, right. It's gonna break his little dagger, bro. Easy.
Is he am I still ranged him?
I mean, he hits Krig here, and that's gonna deal.
Wait.
Slash. Oh.
Since I was actually trying to hit him, am I still in range of him?
Yeah, sure. If you want to do something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I would like to attempt to trip him.
You would like to attempt to trip him? Okay.
Yeah. I'll try to hit him again with red steel.
Yeah, roll for it. Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yeah, then now, since I'm actually going non-lethal. I'm just gonna trip him.
Yeah, let's see here. You add this period die to the attack damage of the target. Has to make a strength saving throw. Okay, so that's a 17 plus. That's a 19.
Yep. Oh wait, no, wait. No, the attack roll. So he's gonna make a strength saving throw of a 7.
Oh, 7 only?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, 9.
9. Yeah. That's you definitely hit him, but you don't trip him here.
Yeah. Oh, really? He's really.
You said a 9, right? A 9?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, a 9's not gonna do it.
Wow.
Yeah, you add that die to the attack damage roll. Yeah, so you did 7 points of damage. Or, yeah. 5 plus 2 is 7 plus your spirity die. So 9, right? Yeah, 9's not gonna do it.
Wait, it says if the target is large or smaller. What does that mean?
It must make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, but what's large or smaller? Like larger than you, or smaller than you?
Yeah, yeah,
What if it's the
larger
same
than
size?
his. Then yeah, it doesn't do anything. I mean, he's still gonna try and trip it either way.
Yeah. I should probably use Fang instead.
Yeah, he kind of misses. You missed the trip here, but you definitely dealt 7 points of slashing damage here.
I'm not trying to slash him. I'm just trying to hit him. Trying to hit him with the blunt
Like
end
the
of the
blunt
blade.
end? So that's 7 points of blunt damage, essentially.
Trying
Yeah,
to hit his leg.
yeah. Krieg is gonna get slashed here. That is 12 points of slashing damage, which is halved and halved. That's 3 points of slashing damage.
Easy.
Can you roll a Constitution saving throw here?
Hon, where's that bag of pepperoni that you put in the Ziploc?
Oh yeah, okay.
All right, so
Yeah,
I'd like
you
to
can
do something
you
too.
can feel as the slash kind of hits you here, something begins to seep into your skin here, and you definitely don't feel it.
That's right. That's right.
Or poison.
I would like to
Probably.
grab
What are we doing?
Mr. Ragestorm here from behind, like a I don't know what you call that.
A bear hug?
Where I wrap my arms around the back of his arms, and my hands are behind his neck. You know, what do they call that?
Oh, like a Russian like chokehold or something.
Yeah, chokehold.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So I'm just trying to restrain Mr. Ragestorm here. I've intimidated the other guy enough to the point where I don't think he's gonna do anything.
I'll let him, bro.
I want to restrain this guy because this guy's getting too crazy.
I'll be back, dog.
Yeah,
I try to calm the place
I'll
down.
say roll athletics check. We'll just say with advantage here because I don't think he suspects you here.
He's too strong.
Let's see here.
Dude, you can't let me go, Alan.
We'll say that goes. Really.
Okay.
We'll say that goes.
I restrain him, and I'm
Yeah,
like, stop!
You kind of pull Rage Storm off of him, and you can see the little the guy with the dagger kind of whips it around and like kind of catches the dagger like mid slash back, and he attempts to swing at Rage Storm here as you kind of restrain him.
Oh, dog, yo, what are you doing?
I don't think that this is a 7. This isn't gonna hit.
Yeah, no,
As he kind of swings and misses, he kind of like step backs and grabs onto his companion here, and the one with the short sword kind of looks at Vagine here and goes, "You don't know who you're messing with, orc." And he kind of spits to the side.
Oh yeah, let me go, bro. Let me go.
Hold on. I got this.
Jesus.
I use this, and I say, enough! And the fucking all the doors and shit close, all the windows close. Boom.
Music shuts off. We're in it.
That's right. You kind of like do a loud blasting voice.
Yeah.
Right.
Tremors, harmless tremors.
Or actually, which
okay.
do I have to choose one of the three, or whatever?
Well, you can choose like a door or a window to fly open or slam shut. I don't think you can like choose all of them. You choose like a specific,
Okay, I'd like to have my voice just boom, says up to 3 times as loud as normal, and I just say, enough. Oh wait, let me get this in.
Yeah, and with that, what is the dex saving throw here? 11.
Is there a saving throw?
Oh,
yeah,
it says
there
that.
is.
Yeah. As you kind of cast this, and your like voice bellows here. Let's see. Oh man, wow. Yeah, the only one who is phased by this is the guy with the short sword. The other 3 guys are just so engrossed, like involved in the fight, they don't even hear your voice like echoing.
Oh my
because
God.
there's so much there's already so much noise in the sleeping pig here, but it seems like your focus blast like hits the guy with the short sword, and you see him kind of like drop his sword at the sudden blast of your voice. The other three are so like engrossed with the fight that they are unfazed. But yeah, the guy is like, oh, he kind of like he kind of drops his sword and brings his hands to his ears to cover the noise from your voice. But the other three are just so involved with both BB and Rage Storm here that the blast from it doesn't hit them.
Damn.
Alright. so Vajin's got me in chokehold, right?
Yeah, it's like he
just
shouted
like an
past
armbar.
you for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Just like an arm bar or something.
So I break loose. And I tell BB, let's go. These guys
Oh
are
my
weak,
goodness.
pathetic.
How did he even know my name? Did he lose his memory?
What? No.
No, he
I
only
don't
lost his
remember my own
name.
name.
Oh.
Oh, you lost your first name, Greg.
Let's go, BB.
It's
Oh,
just
God.
These
Greg.
guys are weak,
So when you
pathetic.
All right, guys.
Ah,
It's nearing our time.
you know what? You know what? You know, if he can persuade me, then I'll do it.
Yeah. As you kind of like break out of Vajin's like grasp and you begin to like lunge at him.
Roll initiative. Let's go.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oops, that's wrong.
Oh, God.
That's wrong.
God. Oh god, 3 against 4.
Yeah, kind of like mid stride.
Oh, that's all.
As you get up, you kind of like the room begins to spin on you,
Oh shit.
and make a Constitution saving throw here for me.
Oh no, the poison.
Yeah, you can. Oh yeah. You like kind of like jump at him, and you almost like black out as you like are mid stride.
Hey, yo.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna cut from you there, and we cut back to Arasu, and the the 3 guards kind of surround him, pull out the gem, and one of them begins to put cuffs on him. And before Arasu can say anything, this shadowy figure walks around the corner and looks at the guards, and the guards kind of let go and take the cuffs off of Arasu and walk away. And we'll just cut it from there.
Nani?
Yo, let's go, baby.
God damn long, these troublemakers.
Yeah, hold on,
He's
baby.
out here trying to rest.
Man, y'all didn't even come help us.
Yeah. So we'll take a pause there.
You realize I'm in the inn, right?
All of a sudden, there's a fireball that comes from up above.
Yeah, and with that we'll call it quits here, as the Yayas have reached Neverwinter from their travels from
Now we're causing trouble.
from their travels from the slaying of Venomfang at Mount. Oh no, they find themselves in Neverwinter. Both finding themselves a place to stay, seeking information, and perhaps finding another door to the unknown. Until next time, this has been Dungeons and Dragons.